Good morning children. Welcome to today's history class. Now last video we were discussing about Janapadas and Mahajanapadas. Janapada means Janapada means the land of Jana, where the people settled that area, that land are known as Janapada. And Mahajanapada means among these Janapada, some of the Janapadas become very powerful and rich. They are known as Mahajanapadas. Okay. And the rulers of Mahajanapada, they built forts for the protection and to show how rich and powerful. Okay. And today I am going to explain about taxes and what are the different taxes imposed by the Rajas of Mahajanapadas and Janapadas and the changes in agriculture. These 2 points today we can discuss. Okay, let us start our class. Okay children, taxes. As the rulers of the Mahajanapadas were building huge forts and maintaining big armies, they needed more resources and they needed officials to collect these. So instead of depending on occasional gifts brought by people, as in the case of the Rajas of the Janapadas, they started collecting regular taxes. Okay, how they started to collect taxes? As the rulers of Mahajanapadas were building huge forts and maintaining big armies. Okay, for the protection, they are building huge forts and maintaining big armies. So it is need lot of money. Okay, lot of wealth is needed. So at first they are receiving gifts for the expense of kings. But now it is not enough. So that what they did, and they needed officials to collect all these things. So instead of defending occasional gift brought by people, as in the case of Raja of the Janapada, they started collecting regular taxes. Okay, which are the different taxes we can look at? What are the different taxes imposed by the Rajas of Mahajanapada, Janapada and Mahajanapada? Okay, the first one, the taxes on crops. The farmers, they paid taxes on crops. Okay, the taxes on crops were the most important. This was because most of the people were farmers. Okay, at that time the most of the people were farmers, so that is why these taxes very important. The taxes on crops, it was very important. Okay, then for example, they have to pay taxes, fixed taxes, that is 1/6 of the what produce. Okay, 1/6 of the produce they have to pay for the king. That is, it was also known as Baga or share. Okay, this was also known as Baga or share. Okay, the first important taxes on crops, that's paid by farmers, because that time most of the people were farmers, and so these taxes were very important. And 1/6 of the produce they have to submit to the kings. Okay, that is also, it was also known as Baga or share. Then second one, the taxes were on the craft persons. The taxes on craft persons in the form of labor they have to give. Okay, there were taxes on craft persons as well. This could have been in the form of labor. For example, a weaver or a smith may have had to work for a day every month for the king. Okay, so the second one, craft persons, they have to work for the king in a month, 1 or 2 days. They have to work for the kings. They have to make dresses for the kings, and like that they have to do. That is the taxes on craft persons in the form of labor. Second important taxes. Then head days. Head days were also expected to pay taxes in the form of animal and animal produce. Head days in the form of animals and animal produce, they have to pay taxes. Then the trade days. Okay, the taxes on goods that were brought and sold. Okay, the trade days, there were also taxes on goods that were bought and sold through trade. Which are the things they brought to sale, that things 1 share they have to give to kings. Okay, that is trade days, tax on the goods. Then the hunter-gatherers. Okay, the hunter-gatherers also had to provide forest produce to the Raja. Okay, hunter-gatherers, they have to produce forest produce. Okay, so the different taxes imposed by Rajas, that is that were taxes on crops that farmers they have to pay 1/6 of the produce. It was also known as Baga or share. Then taxes on craft person in the form of labor, then herders in the form of animal and animal produce, then traders, taxes on the goods that were brought and sold, then hunter-gatherers, forest produce. They have to, these are the various taxes imposed by the Mahajanapadas. Okay, then the changes in agriculture. Changes in agriculture. There were two major changes in agriculture. Okay, there were two major changes in agriculture. That is, one was the growing use of iron plowshares. Okay, growing use of iron plowshares. Okay, that is very important. The second one, people began transplanting paddy. People began transplanting paddy. These are the important changes in agriculture. Okay. With the increased use of iron tools, there was a great improvement in agriculture. The iron plowshares displaced wooden plowshares. Okay. Then now clay soil could be turned over better by deep ploughing due to the stronger plowshares. This brought about the drastic rise in crop production. Okay. So they are using the iron plowshares. So what happened? It is very easy to turn the soils, because in all the time they are wooden plowshares they are using. That is not much good. Now they know about to make these kinds of iron plowshares, and it was widely used, and so the soil turned very easily and the crop very easily grown. Okay. Then another one, transplanting paddy. The second important changes was the practice of transplanting paddy. The method, instead of scattering seeds on the ground, slapping were grown and then healthy slapping were planted in the fields. This is also lead to increase in the production. Okay. At first they are scattering the seeds, and that method they changed, and they started to make transplanting paddy. Okay, one side these seeds they care very nicely, and when it was growing, that time they are plucking that one, and that they are planting in other areas. Okay, that is known as transplanting paddy. Our rice cultivation is happening like that. Okay, at first these farmers they are taking the seeds of the rice, and that is they are carrying in one side, and when it is growing they are plucking that one and transplanting to other places. Okay, so what is happening like this way, when we are doing that time, the good plants will get, and that ripen more, and production also will happen. So that is transplanting. So these two changes happen. There were two major changes: growing use of iron plowshares, and the second one, people began to transplanting paddy. This is lead to the increased production. Okay, so these are the today's point. What are the various taxes imposed by the rulers of Janapadas? Okay, that is taxes on farmers, 1/6 of the produce, then taxes on caste persons in the form of labor, herders in the form of animal produce, traders taxes on goods they have to pay, then hunter-gatherers forest produce. Then changes in agriculture, there were two major changes: growing use of iron plowshares, and people began transplanting paddy. Okay, it is leads to increasing of production. Okay, thank you to listening my class. Now you have to read the today's portion many times and underline important points, and like that you have to study and to do today's works also. Okay, thank you to listening my class.